Nakakatakot naman itong nangyayari sa mga big time na negosyante sa China, mga kaistorya. Bigla pong naglalaho yung mga bilyonaryong negosyante doon. So pag magninegosyo ka pala sa China, parang alanganin kasi para kang sumusugal ng buhay. Why China's billionaires keep disappearing? Ayun pa nga yung mga mukha, o ilan yan, 5 yung nakalagay dyan, mga big time po na negosyante yan. Anong sabi dito? Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, made headlines when he was recently spotted at the Yungo School in Hangzhou, where the company is headquartered. He had rarely made a public appearance since he irked the Chinese Communist Party for criticizing the country's financial regulatory system in 2020. Ito si Jack Ma, nawala po ito bigla. Bigla na lang, nawala. Walang dahilan, wala ring paliwanag doon sa China. Yun pala, ang hinala, dinitain, inimbestigahan. Kasi itong si Jack Ma, pinuna niya po, mga kaistorya, yung gobyerno po ng China. Siguro, yun ang naging dahilan, kaya yun ang nangyari sa kanya. Pero lumitaw na ito ulit si Jack Ma Ma wasn't the first billionaire who mysteriously disappeared from public view. Hindi lang daw si Jack Ma yung una Meron pa noong 2015 si Gu Guangchang, nakilala bilang China's Warren Buffett, ay naglaho din. The company later said he was assisting authorities with an investigation. Noon naman ikang 2017, si Xiao Jianhua, isang Chinese-Canadian billionaire, was abducted by Chinese security agents from Hong Kong. Naku po, ano yun? Grabe, no? In 2022, he was sentenced to 13 years in prison for fraud and corruption. Ito ang dahilan. Kaya po ang mga negosyante, mga big-time businessmen, mga tycoon sa China, nagsisilayas na, parang tumatakas na sila. Lumalayas na sila sa China. Sino ba namang negosyante ang matutuwa? Bilyon-bilyong dolyares ang pera mo. Ipapasok mo sa China, tapos ganun ang mangyayari sa sino matutuwa na negosyante, di ba? Ikaw man kung ganyan ang gawin sa'yo, di ba, mga kaistorya? The mysterious disappearance of China's billionaires hasn't stopped yet. Hanggang ngayon nga, nangyayari. In February, Bao Fan, a renowned investment banker, big time po became the latest name on the list of vanishing billionaires. Nawala rin, bigla rin nawala. However, a few days later, his company said he was cooperating in an investigation being carried out by certain authorities in the People's Republic of China. Pinaganda lang yung paliwanag dyan. Pero tingin ko, iniimbestigahan yon ng gobyerno ng China. Pero ang sinabi, nakikipag-cooperate muna sa investigasyon. When someone like Bao Fan disappears, someone that high profile who suddenly vanishes without explanation, that inevitably send a chilling kind of feel through the rest of the market. Natural. Kayo ba, di ba kayo matatakot? Said Nick Maro, lead analyst for global trade at the Economist Intelligence Unit. I mean, how can you feel like you can do business in a place where, an important leader of the industry can suddenly disappear? Yun nga, yung sinasabi ko kanina. Kung negosyante ka, isa ka pa namang big time na businessman, papasok ka pa ba sa China, magninegosyo ka pa ba doon? Kung ganun pala ang mangyayari, natural lang doon na yung takot mo na baka bigla ka ding i-abduct ng gobyerno ng China, bigla ka ring imbestigahan, bigla kang mawala. Diba? Ito pa. Ito ay si CNBC, kung hindi ako CNBC nga, by Ana Stapa. Dito naman sa isa, CNN Business by Laura He, CNN. More executives go missing in China. This time linked to troubled shadow bank Zhongxi. Di ba itong Zhongxi? Ginawan ko na yun ng content. Banking system po yan. Malawak po yan na banking system sa China. Yeah. Marami ikang nawala ng mga executives sa China. Baka may kinalaman dito sa Zhongxi. 2 Chinese business executives at companies controlled by the embattled financial conglomerate Zhongxi have gone missing according to statements by their respective firms. The development comes just days after Chinese authorities launched a criminal investigation into the troubled shadow bank, one of China's largest. Last week, Zhongxi told its investors that it is severely insolvent. Direktang nakikialam ang gobyerno, no? Sa mga negosyo po doon sa China. Dito sa bansa natin, hindi ganyan eh. Independent ang mga negosyo dito, hindi pwedeng yung tinatawag na papasukin po ng gobyerno yung mga negosyo dito sa Pilipinas. Nako, pag hindi kumilos ang mga negosyante na dito sa Pilipinas at patalsikin yung presidente pag dito nangyari yan. Sa China, hindi ganyan. Dito sa atin, napakalaya ng mga negosyante. Sa China, hindi po. Pag hindi nagustuhan ng China, yung nakikita nila sa negosyo mo, ika-crackdown ka nila. Yung mga executives mo, and worst, yung founder, yung may-ari, dinedetain po nila. Iniimbestigahan nila. Kaya nga sabi ko nakakatakot pala doon magnegosyo sa China, nakakatakot ang nangyayari doon pala sa mga mga bilyonaryong negosyante. Dalian, may GIM, Education Technology, a listed education firm, said it is unable to get in touch with its chairwoman Ma Hongying. The company is not sure of the specific reason why it cannot get in touch with Ms. Ma Hongying. The company said in a filing to the Shenzhen Stock Exchange on Thursday. On the same day, Xinjiang Tianshan Animal Husbandry Bioengineering, which breeds cattle and dairy cows in the Xinjiang region, said it had lost touch with its chairman Ma Chang Shui. Ay biglang nawawala, di nila malaman kung nasaan na. Both companies are controlled by Zhongshi's investment units, and the missing executives have been connected with the conglomerate for years. Anong sabi pa? Ma Hongying, 38, bata pa, has served as Zhongshi's chief financial officer since 2015. According to the company, she was appointed as the chairwoman of Dalian Maijim Education Technology in 2022. So mga executive nga, matataas na opisyalan, ha? A few years after Zhongxi acquired control of the company through a share purchase deal, so on and so forth. Ma Changshui, 59, serves as the vice president of Zhongxi, along with his position at the animal breeding firm. Beijing-based Zhongxi controls nearly a dozen asset and wealth management firms. Sabi ko sa inyo, malaking negosyo po ito. It is considered part of China's $3 trillion shadow banking industry. Ang laki nga. Ayun o. Ayan. A sector that forms an important source of finance in the country. O, kita nyo? Isa sa pinagkukunan ng malaking kita ng China, itong Zhongxi. The term, crackdown po nila ang Zhongxi. Ito naman po ay si Forbes. Editor's pick, Jennifer Wang. Anong sabi? Disappearing billionaires, Jack Ma and other Chinese moguls who have mysteriously dropped off the radar. Biglang nawala. Oh, anong sabi? News of Alibaba co-founder Jack Ma's disappearance from public view has driven heated speculations, so on and so forth. Formerly China's richest person, Ma's last public sighting, si Jack Ma po yan. Totoo po talagang biglang nawala yan si Jack Ma. Binalita nga, pero ngayon lumitaw na. Siyempre, hindi naman pwedeng magsalita yung tao kung anong ginawa sa kanya, di yayariin siya uli. Detained, missing, or under investigation business leaders in China face an aggressive crackdown. Naniwala na kayo? CNN po yan. Analysis by Laura He. Naniwala na kayo, mga ka-istorya. Kina-crackdown. Business leaders in China are under immense pressure as the country's leader Xi Jinping intensifies a regulatory crackdown on companies and strengthens its control of the economy. Akala po ni Xi Jinping, nung liderato niya, maganda yung ginagawa nila na crackdown. Hindi nila alam, tinakot nila ang mga foreign investors. Yung mga gustong pumasok, at syempre, maunlad naman na bansa ang China, di ba? Yung nagpo-prospect pa lang, napapasok sa kanila, natakot na. Tapos yung mga kasalukuyan na kapag-establish sa kanila ng mga big-time companies, tina-crackdown nila, natakot din. Marami na pong foreign investors ang nagsisilayasan na po sa China. Totoo yun. Makikita nyo mga ipapakita ko sa inyo mga referensya. This year, more than a dozen top executives from sectors including technology, finance, and real estate have gone missing, faced detention, or been subjected to corruption probes. Naku po, pinagdududahan? Ano yun? Mga negosyante yan eh. Iba mga kaistorya, kina-crackdown nila, dinidetain, hinuhuli nila, iniimbestigahan nila. Even international consulting firms have been caught up in the sweep. They face rising risks, including the possibility of police raids and detention of staff in the world's second largest economy. Matindi talaga no yung nangyayari, The crackdown, driven by the Communist Party's desire for control, kita mo. Gusto nila, magkaroon sila ng control sa loob po ng mga kumpanya doon sa China. And its heightened concerns about national security, tamang hinala sila na baka yung kumpanyang yan ay nagagamit na sa pag-iispiya sa kanila. Baka naglalabas na ng mga importante masisilang impormasyon tungkol sa China, itong mga kumpanyang ito. Kaya kinakrakdown nila, iniimbestigahan nila, pinapasok po nila. Has continued even though the Chinese economy is on wobbly ground with private investments plunging since June. Bumabagsak yung ekonomiya po nila. Yung mga dyan, mga pro-China dyan, ayaw nila ng ganitong balita. May tatago niyo pa ba ito? Worldwide po ang balita na ito. Global news po ito. Hindi naman kasi ito binabalita po dito sa Pilipinas, di ba? Sure ako dyan. Kayo nga, mag-comment nga kayo. May nababalitaan kayong ganito sa mainstream media dito sa Pilipinas? Sa TV, sa radyo, sa dyaryo, may binalita ba? Kung di ako nagkakamali, wala eh. So ayan, paano natin malalaman? O mabuti na lamang, may isang vlogger na kagaya natin, hinahatid sa inyo yung mga balita po na ganito. Ang hirap kayang i-research nito, yung ganito karaming referensya. Diba? Over the last decade, China has entered a new phase of regulatory control over the private sector and foreign investors, said Zhou Guotai, ewan ko kung tamang pronunciation ko dyan, a professor and the director of the China Initiative at Arizona State University, Thunderbird School of Global Management. The message was clear. Regardless of global financial status, if you are a Chinese company, you will work with the Chinese government first and foremost, and if you do not, you will suffer significant consequences. Nako po, kung ikaw ay isang Chinese company, kailangan mong makipag-cooperate sa gobyerno ng China dahil kung hindi, magsisisi ka. Ayun yun, yung pinakamadaling paliwanag doon sa paragraph na yan, mga kaistorya. Matindi nga ang nangyayari. A sudden disappearance just this week, the cover news, a state-owned media outlet, reported that the founder and CEO of Douyu, a Chinese live streaming service backed by Tencent, had been unreachable in recent days, citing unconfirmed reports that he was being investigated. Nawala na naman, naglaho na naman, big time na naman na tao. It didn't say which authorities were behind the possible investigation. Another state-owned outlet, the paper, reported that Chen had been missing since October. Panibagong tao na naman. Dami, no? Chen disappearance came 5 months after the Cyberspace Administration of China launched an on-site inspection of Douyu to investigate its called serious problems. Ano bang problema yun? May kinalaman sa platform na ito, including alleged pornography and vulgar content, according to a statement from the Internet Watchdog. Daming nawawala, no? Ito pa. Another executive, Xiao Bingxian, a businessman dubbed China's Warren Buffett because of his reputation for making lucrative investment, was detained by authorities. His company, Wuhuya Pharmaceuticals, said on Monday, panibagong tao na naman na nawala. Zhao was assisting supervisory in anti-corruption agencies in investigation, the Zhenshan listed company said in an exchange filing without elaborating. The investigation was not related to the company. It said Zhao is chairman of Wuhua Pharmaceutical and several other listed companies, a former banker. He has invested in a series of Chinese companies since 2000 and brought their shares to the public markets in mainland China and Hong Kong. Big time na tao rin, mga kaistorya. Earlier this year, Chinese officials had signaled that they would wind down their campaigns against tech and financial companies as part of a policy shift intended to focus. Yun nga ang mahirap sa madaling sabi kasi, bakit ba pinapasok nila ang mga kumpanya, pinanghihimasukan nila? No? Kina-crackdown nila kasi matindi ang pagdududa nila eh. China detains 2 prominent businessmen. One of them is missing. 2 dinetain, kinulong. Authorities in China on Tuesday, November 7, detained two prominent businessmen, Chen Xiaoji and Xiao Bingjian, according to a report by the news agency AFP. Chen Xiaoji, the founder and chief executive officer of live streaming platform Douyu, has not been seen in public for weeks, citing local media. The report said industry insiders believe Chen's disappearance was related to suspected gambling during a live stream on the platform on Douyu. Ito lang gambling, sugal, no? Bakit dito sa bansa natin, yung Pogo, mga Chinese yan, no? Dito nila dinala yung salot nila. Grabe, no? Ito pa. The Economic Times. The mystery behind disappearing business tycoons in China. After decades of opening up of its economy, China started producing at its own capitalist in the past decade. The billionaires who not only sit over large business but also wield a lot of clout. But now, China has increasingly become a risky space for its business tycoons. Kaya nga delikado na magnegosyo sa China. Yun, tama ba? Yun. Ayun. Okay. The latest case is of Wei Kayan. Ito, inano ko na to si Wei Kayan eh. Ginawan ko na to ng content eh. The founder and chairman of property firm Evergrande. Dinitin, di ba nalugi yan? Big time po yan. Yan po ang, kung di ako nagkakamali, yung Evergrande, yan po ang pinaka malaki, pinaka big time po na real estate developer na nalugi, nag-declare po sila ng bankruptcy. Yung founder po niya na si Wei Kayan, dinitain din po ng China, which has been sinking for the past few years, triggering fears of a big economic disruption as it struggles under a looming liquidation with more than $300 billion in liability, roughly the size of Finland's gross domestic product. Evergrande has become the poster child of a debt crisis in Chinese property sector, which contributes to roughly a quarter of the economy. Kita nyo kung gaano siya kalaki ang Evergrande. Reuters has reported the company's debt woes took a rapid turn for the worse this week after it said it was unable to issue new debt due to an investigation into its main China unit, further complicating a proposed restructuring plan. Anyway, bumabangon sila ngayon. Matapos po kasing ma-detain, ngayon lumabas na yung may-ari. Nag-ooperate uli ang Evergrande. Foreign companies are shifting investment out of China as confidence wanes. Business group says, lumalayas na sa China. Hindi nila masisisi. Beijing, foreign companies are shifting investment in their Asian headquarters out of China. Lumalayas as confidence plunges following the expansion of an anti-spying law and other challenges, a business group said Wednesday. Ito po yung pinakadahilan ng crackdown ng gobyerno ng China sa mga negosyo doon sa China. Yun pong kanilang anti-spying law. Kaya po, pinapasok nila ang mga kumpanya doon sa China. Nagtatanim pa nga po sila ng tao na nagmamanman at nagmamasid. Yung kanilang anti-spying law ay bunga po ng kanilang paghihinala, pagdududa, kawalan ng tiwala sa mga negosyante, sa mga kumpanya doon sa China. Companies are uneasy about security controls, government protection of their Chinese rivals, and a lack of action on reform promises, according to the European Chamber. They also are being squeezed by slowing Chinese economic growth and rising cost. Yung kasing malalaking kumpanya, apektado po yan ng pagbagsak ng ekonomiya ng isang bansa. Business confidence in China is pretty much the lowest we have on record. The European Chamber President Jens Eskelund told reporters ahead of the reports released. Ewan ko kung tama yung pronunciation ko. Anong sabi niya? Sa lahat si China na ngayon yung hindi pinagkakatiwalaan ng mga negosyante. Pinaliwanag ko lang ayan Eto pa. Hindi lang po mga big time na negosyante ang nawawala. Pati journalist, yan sinasabi ko Pag tayo naging komunistang bansa, Yung mga journalist, mainstream media, mawawala ng kalayaan yan. Malilimit, sinisinsure nga, di ba? Nung nakaraan din, pinakita ko sa inyo, CNN, habang nagbabalita, habang naka-on air, biglang nawala. Bakit? Sininsure po ng gobyerno ng China. Ayan na naman, no? Journalist. Ha? Basahin ko. Cue the news. Al Jazeera po ito ha. Says, South China Morning Post reporter Minnie Chan became unreachable after attending forum in late October. Biglang nawala yung journalist. Taipei, Taiwan. A reporter with Hong Kong South China Morning Post has gone missing in China after a work trip, a Japanese news outlet has reported, raising fears that she has been detained by Chinese authorities. Ang duda, malamang umano, dinetain. Minnie Chan, an award-winning reporter specializing in Chinese defense and diplomacy, traveled to Beijing to attend the Shan forum that became unreachable after the end of the three-day security conference on October 31, QD News reported on Thursday, citing people familiar with the matter.